Hi there, welcome or welcome back. I hope you've had a great week so far. Let's take a break from stationery for a moment and let's focus on boxes, small ones of course. Here's a video for you if you've always wanted to make your own box from scratch in Cricut Design Space. In this video, I will be showing you how I create a simple tuck box. It may sound a bit intimidating, but there's really nothing to it. Having this choice gives you the freedom to be as creative as you want without the added cost. If you're a small business owner, you know what I'm talking about. So, let's get it started. Open Design Space and start a new project. Select a square and make it 4.5 by 6.75. Place it on the X at 1.5 and the Y at 0. Select another square and make it 7.5 by 1.5. Place this one on the X at 0 and the Y at 1.5. Select all and then change the color to white. I'm going to select weld to weld both shapes together to form one shape. Now we need the inner flaps. They will be attached with adhesive or glue to hold the box together. Select a hexagon and then select a square. At this point, the size doesn't matter. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Now to make this easier, place the hexagon on the X at 0 and the Y at 0. And place the square on the X at 0 and the Y at 0.875. Because I only need half of this hexagon, I'm going to slice it. Basically cut away this bottom section. I only want this top section, which will serve as one of the inner flaps. So now I'm going to select both shapes and slice. Now I'm going to remove and delete the sections I don't need, and I'm also going to change the color to white. Now I'm going to place the square back on the X and Y axis at 0. Make the size of this inner flap 1.5 by 0.5. And duplicate it. Place one of the flaps on the X at 6 and the Y at 1. Flip the other vertical and place it on the X at 6 and the Y at 3. Now select the two flaps only and group them. We need one more flap for the side here. So go over to the layers panel and duplicate one of the flaps. Rotate it 90 degrees. And Place it on the x-axis at 7.5 and the y at 1.5. Now select all three flaps only, group them, and then duplicate. I'm going to move it over to the side here. Now what I'm going to do is group all of this together, and I'm going to place it on the x-axis at 2 and the y-axis at 0. I'm going to flip this horizontal, and I'm going to place it on the x at 1.5 and the y at 1. Now I'm going to select all and then weld. Now it's time to add the score lines. Place the square back on the x and y at 0. Select a square and make the size 7.5 by 1.5. Now convert it to a score line. Place it on the x at 0.5 and the y at 1.5. Select another score line. Make the size 1.5 and duplicate it. Place the first one on the x at 2 and the y at 1.5. Place the second on the x at 6.5 and the y at 1.5. We're going to select another score line. And we're going to make this one 4.5, the size. Rotate it 90 degrees and duplicate. Place one of the score lines on the x at 2 and the y at 4.5. Place the other on the x at 2 and the y at 6. Now go ahead and select all and then attach. Finally, I'm going to add text on the top and place text on the front of the box. So I'm going over to text. I'm using the Cricut Sans font, the writing style, and the font size that I'm going to use is 14. And I'm going to change the color as well. I'm going to place it on the x-axis at 3.385 and the y-axis at 5.185. I'm also going to add some space between my letters. Okay, and now I'm going to add text for the front of the box. Again, I'm using the Cricut Sans font, the writing style, and for the size, I'm going to use 12. And I'm also going to change the color and add space between my letters. And I'm going to place this on the X at 4.125 and the Y at 1. Now I'm just going to select all and then attach. And we're done. Now, before you hit make it, check your layers panel to ensure that the correct operations are set. Also, I'm using 65-pound paper for demonstration, but you could use heavier paper if you wish. Now, I'm going to select make it, and I'll be back to put it all together. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what I've shared, give it a positive like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Also, if you have a topic suggestion on what you would like to see, drop them in the comment section below. Remember, stay positive, appreciate your progress, and I'll see you in the next video.